All right, we are on our last page, friends. You have done amazing. We have one more survey to do. So, again, we're going to do a lot of this on our own, but I'm going to guide you through a few things before you guys do the survey together and make your bar graph, okay? So, the question says, do children like bears, blocks, or marbles best? Ask 10 friends which toy they like best. So, again, if you want to ask friends, go ahead. Ask who's at home. Ask mom or dad, your brothers or sisters. I'm going to tell you what I like best. But before we do that, there are 3 things that are missing from your graph. So I want you to look at your graph and I want you to think about what's missing. Let's look at number 2. It says make a bar graph and write a title and labels for your graph. So let's do that together. Now, if you think of a different title, could you write it instead of the one we write? Absolutely. So we might have different things that we write, and that's okay. But some of it will be the same. Okay, so we need a title for the graph. And when I think of bears, blocks, and marbles, I think of them as a toy, as something you might play with. So I might, on my title, write toys. Oops, sorry, guys. It's hard to write. Toys children like. So on the top, I wrote toys children like. Now, on the side, since I called them toys, we know that these are the different toys, bear, blocks, and marbles. So on this side, I'm going to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to write it this way, toys. So if you notice, now it kind of writes up. Sorry, friends. Okay. And then on the bottom, we know what those numbers mean. Remember, those numbers are telling us how many children like it. Now, we could write people instead, since we know we might not be doing all children. You might be doing other people. So down here, we're going to write number of children. You can find that on another page if you want to spell it, or you can go ahead and sound that out. That's just fine. Now, you're going to make your own bar graph. So I think if I were going to pick a toy, I might pick blocks. I kind of like creating things, so I'm going to pick blocks. So I'm going to color in that first one for me. And remember, when we start, we want to start at the very end over here. Now, you can add me to yours. You can add you to yours, and that's 2. But you still need 8 more. So you have to think about people you can ask for what they like best. After you're done, we have some questions. So I want you to pause it if you're still making your graph and take your time to make your graph. And then when you come back, right when you hit play, we're going to go through the next ones, okay? Because we need to use our bar graph to do this. Now, I can't do it with you because my bar graph could look different from yours. Remember, if you don't have enough people, right down below this video, I made a list of people from St. Cajetan and I asked them the same question. So I wrote down what they chose for what they liked best. So you could always choose some of your old teachers or some of your future teachers and graph them up here too, okay? So for number 3, it says, which toy did the most children choose? So you're going to look at your graph and then look to see which bar has more children. So it would be bear, blocks, or marbles. Next, for number 4, it says, how many children chose blocks? So for number 4, you want to write on that line, how many? So you can go ahead, trace your finger to the end and drop it down. Whatever number you land on is going to be the number you want to write on there. And number 5, how are picture graphs and bar graphs alike? I want you to think. You can go back in your book even and see what your picture graphs look like and how they're similar to your bar graphs. What is something that's alike about them? So I want you to turn and talk. Think about a couple different things you might notice that are similar, alike between the two or similar, and then write one fact. Try your best to do a complete sentence. If you can't fit it on the line, you've got some room under here. Now this one again is your math on the spot. So you can go ahead and scan that or go onto your page and go ahead and watch it if you want. And they're going to do it with you. But again, theirs might be a little different because they don't have the same bar graph as you. All right. So this was Kitchen Math. I hope you enjoyed doing math in my kitchen today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You are doing amazing. We are so proud of you. And I will see you again tomorrow for a little bit more of our kitchen math.